guys? My name is X2Ace, and right behind me I have the highly anticipated, long-awaited, only one of 5 in all of the United States of America, the Freego Nova 5. This is a pretty rare bike at the current moment, and I've been wanting to get my hands on this bike ever since they first announced it. They first announced this bike about 3 months, almost 4 months ago. And now they're finally rolling out, basically they're testing are their first models of this bike. This bike is very powerful compared to all of the other Freegos that have ever came out. You might know me from my Freego X2 build, which is a purple one. You might see it, you might not, you never know. But yeah, I am from TikTok. I'm trying to move into YouTube content. But this is basically gonna be my review on this bike, completely honest. Anyways, this bike is very powerful. It packs a 72-volt, 40-amp-hour battery with 8 kilowatts of mid-drive power. That's a lot of power. You're comparing it to a 60-volt, 30-amp-hour battery on the Freego X2 with a 6,000-watt motor. So, yeah, this thing packs a lot more power. Anyways, let's hop right into this review video. We're going to get this thing open. Here's how it looks in the box. We're gonna be right back when we build it. The battery, the pegs, and then the rear license plate mount all comes in a separate box. Oh crap. What's up, guys? So now we're outside with the Nova 5. So the bike is on 84%, and the only reason why it's not 100% is because I actually have to take a second clip of GoPro footage, because the first one came out a little too, I'm just working with GoPros. I just started, and yeah, I just have to redo this whole thing. But anyways, here is the Freego Nova 5, fully built, super nice, very easy controls, and I really like it. So we're gonna get right into the controls here. You have your on and off here for your front headlight, and then you actually have a highlight here which turns on the third light, and then you can turn it off. Yep, there you go. Turn signals, left, right. The only thing is on my screen, I don't know why, but it's mismatched. So right's going, left is, I don't know what's up with that. Then you have your modes. You have Eco, XC, and then sports mode. And then this is your regen. So there's regen level 1, 2, and 3. And then you can have none if you really want to. I like to run it on regen level 1. And then here's your park button, just like the X2. But yeah, it's really nice built so far. I rode it for a day. Super nice feeling. But yeah, only one thing is the front brakes have been a little weird with me. They haven't been stopping too well, but that's it. Back brakes feel amazing. Anyways, let's get right out there. Let's get into the video. I'm gonna come back up here real quick. I want to show you guys revving it up on flat ground. So we're gonna go back here. So in here, so now we're in eco mode. Hops out at 42, XC 63, and sports 84 miles per hour in sports mode. Wow. So I've been looking at the kilowatts, and I'm pretty sure sports uses the full potential of this bike. It looks like XC uses about 7 or 6 kilowatts, and then Eco uses, I think, only about 3, which is like not much if you're using on a hub motor, or not hub motor, sorry, a mid-drive motor, and the bike weighs like 200 pounds. So yeah, and yeah, we're going out on the road right now. We're gonna go ahead and take a lap around, and we're gonna come back here after, get my overall review of this bike, just over time without talking, just so you can get first-hand review of it. Brand in sport mode here. We're gonna turn it down to XC. I don't know what XC stands for. Cross country. I don't know. Oh yeah, if you're riding on the road with these tires, be very careful. You already know, knobbies or any dirt tires, Dunlops, they slide out very easily on roads. Yeah. Anyways, here's the wheelie test. We're gonna do it in XC and one in sport. Actually, we're gonna do the speed test right now. Rolling. Eco, you can't. Oh, no wheelies in Eco. Pretty much like any other bike, yeah. You can't really do wheelies in Eco. We're gonna switch it to XC. This is like. And then the real test, sports mode. We are now in let's hit it. Super powerful. We're gonna stay right here real quick. We were just at 84, now we're at 80%. So I already put about 47 miles on this thing, which isn't too much, but that's like about one day, about 30, 40 miles. I took it out a couple times. Really nice. Oh, brakes are definitely good. For 4-piston, I was really hoping to be like, but it's pretty nice. 4-piston definitely stops you well. And the regen, wow, it feels very nice. I'm gonna take it off though, just so I can roll. Size-wise, I love the size of this bike. If you're a big rider, I really recommend this bike. Like, even okay, so if you compare this bike to the Freego X2, the Freego X2 and the Nova 5 is actually the same. It's actually the same height, the seat. But overall, the Nova 5 is just beefier, longer, and wider. So it makes a difference, right? But yeah, this bike is really good for its price. Like 65 miles per hour. Yeah, 65 miles per hour for $4,000. And bro, this thing lasts super long. I took it to school already. It felt pretty nice, to be honest. Yeah, nice throttle, and it's very well built. Just make sure you check all the bolts on the bike. Make sure everything works well. Some of the bolts weren't attached on very well, but that's about it. Also a nice color scheme. But yeah, it handles very well, actually. Mode. Yeah, it feels super nice. It's very easy to wheelie. I'd say this is a really good upgrade. If you have like a Suron, a Talaria Triple X, this is a good upgrade. no comparison to compare it to besides, I'd say, a start guard. Last time I was next to my friend with a start guard, this is kind of what it sounded like. Mixed in with an Ultra B, I'd say. Yeah, the torque is crazy though. What lens was that? Ah, dude, I gotta run it. Dude, yeah, so the front brakes, that's my front brakes. And then the back brakes start squeaking as soon as I get to about, well, to like under 10 miles per hour. So that's the only other problems. We're gonna take another left over here and we're gonna head back to the original spot. But yeah, this bike is fast as hell. I went 65 miles per hour. Another guy, my dad, he went 68 miles per hour. Well, he must weigh less than me. But it's crazy. 68 is so cool. This is really good for me. And for like, I'd say I'm at least $1 grand, $2 grand, $3 grand off. The only thing really more you're getting Ultra B is just a little taller height. And yeah, that's about it. Alright guys, we're hopping off. So we got 73% left after that ride. We put on, I think, about 4 or 5 miles or more. That's the Freego Nova 5. Amazing brakes. I don't know how to tell you. Nice. It's super sleek, and I like what they did to the frame. The frame is like this metallic black. It's not a matte black or like a matte gray like they did on the Freego, which is something is like very notable that you should look